All right, now I got to get to this, right? I have got to get to this because this is an email that comes from an extended family member. Okay, an extended family member, meaning he's a paisan, right? He's a paisan, right? He's Italian, right? He comes from the old country where I come from, extended family member. So I'm going to read his email, but I am not going to divulge his personal information. So I'm going to be editing as I read, right? Because I don't want to put this guy on blast all over the internet. But I do want to get to his question, and I do want to provide an answer. Okay? So he says, "Hi Vaughn, I like your cap," right? Which is that's a secret code word, right? Between family, long distance family members over oceans, right? You've got guys, listen, you have got to know your history, right? You've got to know your history. You got to know where you come from. You got to know, it's so important. Not so that you can be a victim, right? Not so that you can do, be anything like that. I'm not talking about like that, but I'm talking about understanding your history, right? Because the word says that God will have people from every nation, tribe, and tongue. Every nation, every tribe, every language, right, will come to the feast, right? It's called the eternal life, right? The kingdom of God is called a feast. The parable is called a feast, and there will be every nation, tribe, and tongue coming to the feast. You got to know where you're coming from. You got to know your history. You got to know who you are, right? So shout out to you for getting back to me. Thank you for liking the cap. I finally worked out how to get your trading course website. So guys, if you're interested in getting to the website for the trading course, it's linked in the description under educational tools. You have to copy and paste, and you have to use a laptop or a desktop. Copy the link, paste it into your browser, and do not use www. Just the link itself, paste it into the browser of your desktop or of your laptop. It's not a clickable link. I apologize for that, but he figured it out, and he gave me my name, and he is an older gentleman, okay, and he is still working, right, um, and still fit and healthy, right. So shout out to you, right. So important, right, because when I reach an older age, I also want to remain fit. I want to remain healthy. I work out every day. I have no intention to stop working out. I have no intention to give up on any of that. And by the way, the Live Good supplements help with that a lot. They've got a lot of great new stuff coming out too. So keep an eye on that. Still working my nine to five job, mainly because I am still fit and healthy, and I have plenty to offer in my job. That's right, brother. You got to do that, man. There's no reason, right? We listen. We all have to have a purpose. How many people do you know who retire, who stop working, and then their health just goes to crap right after that because they feel like they've lost their purpose? And for us guys, a lot of the time that purpose is working, right? Because that's what we do, right? We work to provide for our family. At least we're supposed to be work to provide for our family, right? Work to provide, right? Work, raise children, provide for the family. Be a mentor, be a teacher, whatever. Well, when that all stops, what do you have left? That's why it's so important to have a purpose in life. I mean, that's huge, and I wrote about that in my book. Okay. While I don't like the word retire, I know at some point it will happen. So I am looking for a side hustle or some new side hustles. A new phrase I recently discovered. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for keeping up with the culture, keeping up with the times. We all have to do it, right? I'm not, I mean, I'm a few years younger than you, but I'm a few years older than most, right? So I mean, so I understand, right? I have to keep up with it too, right? That's why I watch a lot. I, I watch a lot of different shows and broadcasts and podcasts and things like that on the internet so that I can keep up to date with stuff. So that when somebody's talking to me, and like if they say, "Hey, it's a side hustle," so I know what they're talking about, right? So shout out to you for doing that. Definitely proud of you for staying plugged in. Your course is reasonably priced, right? And so I am keen to do the course. I just have a few questions. How long does the course last, and is it self-paced? Okay, so let me go ahead and get into this a little bit. And this is some good information, and I think that what I'll do eventually is I'll actually release a video about this for my Trader Tuesdays and put it on my Trader Tuesday broadcast. But let me just kind of go over your answer now, and so that way we have it thorough on here. Now, this guy is living in a place of the world where it's probably nighttime right now, so he might be sleeping. But if but I told him, hey, come on whenever you wake up and watch the replay. So, but let me go ahead and go over this and get into this. So, my course is the binary trading strategy. Okay, the binary trading strategy. Okay, and it has one. So it has 7 modules. Okay, 7 modules. Okay, and each module is a small class. Okay, it's like they're not long classes. So 5 minutes here, 3 minutes there, maybe 10 minutes is the longest one. And it is self-paced because once you get access to the class, you can watch the modules as many times as you want, right? And I personally teach the class, right? So I didn't like copy somebody else's course. I'm not subcontracting out some basic course. I'm showing you my actual strategy to where it's attainable, achievable, sustainable, to where I'm able to make more than I ever made before. The actual strategy that I use every day in the markets, right? Where I make the lion's share of my income, right? My money, my wealth, whatever you want to call it, my crypto, right? Whatever you want to call it. And you can watch it as many times as you need. Like, so if you don't understand a session or if you don't understand a module, you can watch it as many times as you want. Once you have access to the course, you have the keys and you never lose your access. Okay. There's an introduction session, module one, setting up your broker, module two, placing your indicators, module three, identifying overbought and oversold conditions, module four, entry points, module five, risk to reward ratio, module six, trading psychology, module seven, an example session, then we have the course conclusion, and I have also recently updated the course with 2 new examples, trading example one and trading example two. I have been recording my trading sessions and uploading them to the course so that all of you who bought the course will not only be able to go through the course, but you'll also be able to watch me execute those things in real time. And you'll be able to watch me. You'll see me win trades. You'll see me lose trades, right? You'll see me over time grow the account, just like I teach in the course. So it's it's something I'm very proud of, right? I mean, it's I wrote a book a couple of years ago. I'm proud of that, right? I made this trading course. I'm very proud of it. I think that of course I'm going to be proud of it. I'm the one who made it. I'm the one who invented it, right? And I'm grateful for that. And I know that it works because I use it. So yeah, definitely. It's not like I feel through your question that you're a little worried that I'm gonna like take your 299 USD, right? Because that's the price of the course, guys, 299 USD, and like give you some crap for it, or give you some BS, or give you no value. It's not. I mean, just take. I mean, it's just not. It's not gonna be no value, right? It's very valuable, right? Because I know that the strategy works. It is self-paced. When does the support time out? You can always get support. Anytime you need support, just message me or come here to the Q&A session. I'm here. I'm available, right? So you can always get support from me. There's no like timeout on that. There's no time frame connected to that. What other costs are involved? Online brokers, websites, etc. So the broker that I talk about in the trading course does not cost you anything to sign up, right? So it doesn't cost you anything. Uh, Now, the other part of your question here is how much capital how much capital would I need to start, right? And lastly, but more importantly, do you think you could teach this old dog a new trick? Right. Looking forward to your responses. Okay, so the brokers and websites, there's no additional cost there, right? So I mean, it's not going to be something that you have to keep paying money to. How much capital? Capital? Why do I keep saying that? I can't talk to you. Y'all know I can't talk, right? It's no secret, right? So how much capital, right? Do I need to start? Well, it doesn't. Here's the thing, like the way that the course is laid out is that we're dealing in percentage growth, right? Not dollar amount growth, percentage growth. So, you know, 5% of $100,000 is going to look different than 5% of $50. But here's the beauty about trading, it's scalable. You can learn the skill with 50 cents, you can learn the skill with a dollar because the same principle that works for $100 also works for $100,000. It's scalable. It's a skill that you learn. And once you learn it, it can't be taken away from you because now you know it. And you can start anywhere because you can scale it, right? You know how I always say withdraw early, withdraw often in the platforms because I don't want you to keep compounding your money in the platforms because the platforms rug pull. Here today, gone tomorrow. You know what doesn't rug pull? The markets. The markets are here all the time. The market is here right now. There are trades that I could be profiting on right now that I'm missing out on because I'm not, I don't have the market in front of me, right? There's trades at 3 in the morning that I could be profiting from. There's trades at 2 in the morning. There's trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the market that never sleeps. A multi-trillion dollar a year industry. The industry of watching the money move and making money by placing the right predictions trades and getting the outcome. And I make it as simple as possible. You can go from 0 knowledge about trading to be able to execute my strategy because I don't make it hard, right? I don't we're not doing a college course here. I'm teaching you a specific strategy. It's pretty much something that you can copy, right? Yeah, you can learn why it works later, but the point is it does work and you can start implementing it, right? That's the whole idea behind the binary options trading course, the trading strategy. That's the whole idea behind it. And lastly, but most importantly, do you think you could teach this old dog a new trick? Well, you don't don't sell yourself short. You're already learning new tricks. I mean, you're on the internet, you're watching my broadcasts, right? You're on YouTube, right? You know what side hustles are, right? I mean, you you're not even an old dog, right? You know, you're in there. So yeah, I mean, anybody can learn it, man. I mean, it's just something that I show you A, B, C, D what to do, and then you just copy that, right? And that's how it works. And also, for those of you who don't know, there's a way to do a demo account first, right? And I recommend all of my students first become successful in a demo account. So that way you're not using real money, you're using demo money, right? And you can become successful with that, right? And once you become successful in your demo account, you can do the exact same thing with a real account, right? So take the time to learn the strategy, take a month or so to trade in your demo account, right? To get comfortable, get yourself some profits that are happening weekly, monthly that so you can get comfortable in doing it, right? And then you switch over to real money and you're off to the races, man. You are off to the races. Can't tell you how many great messages I get from people who are, who are taking the trading course seriously and are really their lives are being changed, right? For permanently, right? Because when you learn a skill like this, you never be the same again, right? And it's exactly what it is. It's a skill. Maybe you don't want to sit there for hours at a time looking at the charts. I don't blame you. I don't do that either, right? I trade for no more than an hour a day, right? I usually take a limited number of trades per day, right? It doesn't take, it doesn't require you to stare at the computer all day long, right? So shout out to you for that. That's a great question. Hopefully I broke it down with you for a good answer. And yeah, if you need anything, just don't hesitate to reach out. But I thought that was a really good email. So I wanted to, because it was well thought out. and, just wanted to share that with you guys, you know?